Disputed. It's time to dive into Super 6 NFL Sunday, the new free-to-play game where you can win up to $250,000 of Terry Bradshaw's money. And one of these Super 6 matchups this week, which we'll get into now, is the 5-1 Buffalo Bills hosting the 3-4 Philadelphia Eagles. Philly is coming off a blowout loss to the Cowboys on Sunday, but this week a video started making its way across the internet. Eagles defensive lineman Fletcher Cox appears to have punched Cowboys offensive lineman Zach Martin after being blocked on a run play. There were no flags on the play, and afterwards Cox could be seen complaining to an official about a potential chop block from Martin. So Shannon, your reaction to seeing it?
Well, I feel like we dry snitching since.
Oh, are we?
Because I don't think they mentioned anything during the game.
No.
But trust me, the NFL have people that go back and watch every single play of the game, and they look for things that didn't get caught by the officials in the actual game. And if you do something, they will fine you. So I wouldn't be surprised if Fletcher Cox didn't get a FedEx package in his locker yesterday or today.
Okay.
But it's going to happen because he threw a punch. And had the official actually saw it, they might have removed him from the game, because if you throw a punch, Devontae Freeman got removed from a game because he threw a punch against Aaron Donald. Skip, Zach Martin did what the league is trying to get away from, is that the crackback block, especially the one below the waist, because you really put the defensive lineman in harm's way. That block used to be very, very legal. We got a guy into the Hall of Fame, rushed for 2,000 yards, was an MVP doing that kind of blocking.
Terrell Davis.
But the NFL is like, look, this is too dangerous of a play. We want to stay away from this type of block. And I'm not so sure that any other defensive player would have reacted the very same way that Fletcher Cox did. And so it's tough because you don't want to see any guy to throw a punch, but Skip, in a situation like that, when you're putting a guy's career at risk and you're possibly taking food off his kid's table, he's going to react the way Fletcher Cox did.
He jacked him right in the jaw. It looked like to me, I've never seen anything like that. Did he not just nail him?
Yeah.
He just gets it. And I was shocked that Zach Martin did not then retaliate.
He didn't want that smoke. Skip.
Okay, well, he turned away, then he came back to him, and then we cut to the next play.
Right.
So I don't know what he turned around and said to Fletcher Cox. I'm not sure he doesn't want that smoke, because they're both the same size. They're 6'4", 310, 315-ish.
Right.
But listen, from what I hear about Zach Martin, he is not to be messed with. And I know Fletcher Cox is Fletcher Cox, but I don't know. If those two met up in the alley behind the stadium,
I'm not sure, because the thing is, that's a really, really dangerous play, Skip.
Yeah.
I mean, you can really hurt somebody like that, because we used to do that play a lot. And a lot of people are like, well, Shannon, you didn't block. But I had the most important assignment, Skip, because they put me backside. And TD came backside a lot. And the thing, my job was to make sure that helmet didn't go in his hip. So I had to put the guy on the ground, and I did a lot of that blocking. And I knew I could really, that play right there, Skip, I could really injure somebody if I really wanted to. So I tried to stay away from it. But sometimes...
Then I'm guessing Zach Martin is thinking in his head, yeah, it was a little cheap, it was a little dirty, and so I'm going to let him get away. But let him get away with just punch me right in the jaw on the ground? Because it looked like it connected to me.
Yeah, but he had a helmet on, Skip.
But you can't get away with anything.
But if you hit up underneath the chin.
There's too many cameras nowadays. Like, you're not going to get away with it. Guys, if
I don't think we've heard the last of it.
If the Eagles can't pull out the win against the Bills, they'll find themselves 2 games under 500. Shannon, that one was for you. Before the NFL games kick off on Sunday, download the Fox Sports Super 6 app and play Super 6 NFL Sunday for free for a chance to win $250,000 of Terry Bradshaw's money. Now, Terry must be... Yesterday, Brady didn't outright dispute the rumors. Brady claimed he is taking it day by day and said, quote, I don't know what the future holds. We're now joined by Rob Parker, but Shannon, I will start with you here. What do you make of these comments?
Oh, well, hold on. Tell me, what happened?
Day by day.
I'm playing the 45. That's etched in stone. Everybody, I don't know why people want me to retire. I'm having so much fun. I mean, I thought I was watching a country western video. The guy out there all slumped and like, I don't know. I'm taking it day by day. You know, there are a lot of people that sacrifice so much. They're getting old.
That is so true. So country.
Yeah. What happened? What happened?
He wins.
That's all I know from what my vantage point, sitting in my, my palatial estate.
Up in Bel Air.
I don't worry about where it is, Skip Bayless. My palatial estate.
Bel Air.
To my ears, I'm listening. I'm like, man, that don't sound like a guy talking about he going to play 3 more years, Skip. And the realization, that epiphany that you have, that, Skip, he's not the same guy. He see it.
Really?
He knows it.
Interesting.
He's not playing till he's 45. I'm sorry. I don't like to be the bearer of bad news. Harbingers, I think what the term is they use. So I won't be that to you, Skip. But you're going to lose that bet.
So the first year of this show, Shannon Sharp predicted this is the last year of Tom Brady. And the second year of this show, this is the last year of Tom Brady. And the third year, this is the last year. Except now it's amended to the last year in New England.
No, I said, Skip, he's going to play 20 seasons. I said, this might not be his last year, but it's going to be his last year in New England. You said, no, he's playing 45 in New England. I said, Skip, it's going to be his last year in New England.
I think you're right, Shannon, from the standpoint that he just realizes that you might want to play to 45, but the Patriots are going to have to look at where he is, the age, and Skip, even you can admit when you watch him now, I know I've been saying he's going to fall off the cliff for the last 3 years, but I've been watching, and it ain't pretty. It's the Tin Man, 11 touchdowns, 4 picks. We saw in the Super Bowl, they won a Super Bowl, Tom Brady, no touchdowns, a pick. Had 160 yards.
When it said QBR, Skip loves QBR.
QBR was terrible. Tom Brady's being carried by this team this year by the defense.
Last year?
No, I'm talking
against the Chargers.
Since then, Skip. Let's go since then. Let's go. We started the Super Bowl and look at this year. This year is about the defense. It ain't about Tom Brady. When they show highlights on the Patriots, it's always about some takeaway, Sony Michel. It's not about Tom Brady. And when they play a good team like they play Buffalo, he struggled.
Everybody's struggling against Buffalo.
No, he struggled worse.
Who won the game? Oh, that's right. He won the game.
Oh, so see, when he win, but what about Dak? Dak didn't win against Green Bay. You talking about look at that QBR.
Okay, but we're not talking about Dak. Well, I do appreciate you put Dak in the same conversation with Tom Brady.
I do believe this is it in New England. And you know this, Skip. All of these great quarterbacks finish elsewhere. Brady has an itch, and he wants to play one more year.
Well, you're both talking. You're saying he's washed up. How could he get anybody to take him?
Because the Jacksonville Jaguars might say,
you sell tickets.
That's right.
Yeah, does he want to go to?
How can you sell tickets when you're washed up?
Because he's Tom Brady.
Exactly.
Really?
The same reason Joe Namath and Johnny Unitas.
Wait, you're saying he might play till he's 45.
No. He's not playing in New England on Coach Belichick dime.
Right,
really?
on his watch.
So the other night, I'm watching him against the Jets, and this is the same defense that just terrorized Dak Prescott, knocked him down 12 times. He was throwing from his back half the time. Greg Williams, one of the best defensive minds in football, just attacked Dak Prescott the whole time. They tried to attack Tom Brady the other night. Guess who he was throwing passes to? You ever heard of Brandon Bolden? You know Brandon Bolden?
Yep.
He's a backup running back, like fourth-string running back and special teams player. Tom Brady threw a back shoulder fade to Brandon Bolden, and it came to that the other night.
Okay.
He was thrown to an undrafted rookie free agent who used to be a quarterback at NC State named
NFL
Jacoby Myers.
On?
Yeah, well, I don't know how, because he wouldn't have it for anybody else.
You do know how.
He threw a pass to somebody named Eric Tomlinson, about the fifth-string tight end. That used to be Rob Gronkowski. Eric Tomlin, undrafted out of UTEP 4 years ago. You ever heard of Eric Tomlin?
Hey, Skip, his family knows who he is.
Yeah. Ben Watson is 38 years of age, and Tom Brady's throwing crucial passes, a big 4th and 5 pass. He hit Ben Watson, and he caught it. He dropped the first one. He threw him right in the hands. The first drive, which I thought the Jets had a chance in this game because they were riding high after they just thumped those Cowboys.
Cowboys.
The first drive, Tom Brady, again, guess what? The Jets said, well, we'll let you have the ball first because we don't think you can do this to our defense, Greg Williams is saying. And Tom Brady completes 3 straight third down passes to take them down for a touchdown. All the way down the field to score, and it took 8 minutes of clock. It was extraordinary to me. He is still Tom Brady playing at the same level.
No, he's not.
I'm sorry, you guys are seeing ghosts just the way Sam Darnold is.
No.
You want him to be a ghost.
They're 6-26 other than the Bills when you look at the teams that he's taken apart.
Okay.
Right? Those are the only teams he beat.
He's not the same guy.
You know what?
Yes.
They got a chance to go 16-0 because they will be favored in every game that they play from here on out. They will be favored.
Skip, he's not the same guy. He knows he's not the same guy. We've never heard Tom Brady talk in these terms before.
He could have easily poo-pooed it and just dismissed it and said, I'm not going anywhere.
You know what I love about this guy? He is embracing the fact that he has no security. That's what drives him. That's why he jumps out of bed every morning, because he's saying, the great part for me is I don't know. Because most people want, give me 5 years, give me 7 years. I'm Tom Brady. Pay me. No, he doesn't want.
Fueled by that.
Yeah,
but he has security. His wife.
He didn't have no security on. No. He's upset because they didn't get him no long term. They say, we're going to do you 1 year. We give you $8 million this year, take it or leave it. And what do he do?
Dynamic.
He has made you guys eat so much crow, and he hasn't even begun to think about quitting.
He quit New England. He up out of there for this one.
You think so?
I got
the
4
house
cases
is for
of due.
sale.
4 cases.
Is a weird thing.
You don't even drink, dude.
No, for you. And you
for
give
what?
me Diet
Take it
Coke.
either way.
For what? This is his last year.
That he will not play in New England next year.
Okay, I'll take
Make
that.
it.
Thank you.
Make the bet on that
We
note.
already got a bet.
We're going to go break. Rob, thank you so much for being here. Good luck on that bet. Most of the world missed a nasty part of the Eagles-Cowboys rivalry game Sunday.